Listening to Pebble Beach Concourse 2008 as Take-Two TV catches Jay Leno, Bobby Rahal, George Barris, and Barry McGuire chatting about cars.
I see a lot of guys moving from the 100-point cars to the preservation class because it's so
Well, you had
so
one
prestigious.
last year here, didn't you?
I had one in Old Duesenberg I'd pulled out of a barn.
Is it still, you going to leave it like
yeah,
that?
I left it because it was too nice to sort of
Yeah.
fix up, and it wasn't far enough gone to restore. So to me, that's the cool thing.
Did you see John Mozart's entry?
I did. I saw that Royal Tourist. Yeah, that's a fabulous
Is that
car.
all right?
That's a fabulous car.
Fabulous,
Yeah.
it really is.
That's what I mean. When poor guys like Mozart can get a chance to compete, I think it's nice. You know.
Bobby, do you have any collector-type cars?
I do, but they're not anywhere near as spectacular as a Duesenberg.
What's your favorite?
What do you like? What do you
Well,
like?
I have a 61 XKE.
Oh, that's a
convertible.
wonderful car.
Nice.
Flat floor, you know, and
And it's got the proper switches, not those stupid rocker switches.
and
The
it's
proper
got,
toggle
you know, and
switches.
it's got the aluminum, you know, the perforated aluminum. I mean,
Love
it's just to me, that's one of the most beautiful cars ever designed, made, what have you.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So that's a car, and then I have kind of a preservation. I have a 73 911S Porsche. Last year, before all the bumpers and the,
very
the
nice
smog
car.
and what have you, and it was actually owned by Otis Chandler. And the car is the paint's crazed, you know, the silver, you know, but it's still, mechanically it's great. And it's,
Have you ever seen a new car that's better looking than an old car? I never
No,
have.
that's why I think we all love these old cars, because to me, what I love about the old cars is you really saw the personality of the designer or of the manufacturer. You know, nowadays everybody's cars they all tend to look alike, and some of that's because the government mandates, you know, certain things. But what makes a Ferrari so special today, or you know, it's just because it's unique. And you look at the Jaguar XKE from '61, you thought, my God, when that came out. And you compare that to what else was on the street at the time, it must have looked like a spaceship landed.
And they're
or
still trying to
something.
copy it to this very day.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's my collection of sorts.
So what are you doing? What's you got some big stuff going on? I heard you're going to go back into racing with BMW.
Well, I'm here primarily because I've been racing out at Laguna Seca, you know, in the historic races, which is that's fun to race. I have a car that I race in '73 and '74.
Now, do they make you wear an eye patch? It's not fair that, or something, or you have to have like one finger tied to the door
Well,
handle.
they made me start dead last
Yeah, it
yesterday,
doesn't seem
so,
fair that.
yeah.
Bobby Ray. Oh, great. Well, what's the chances the orthodontist from Walnut Creek going to, you know how you got? Come on, they should make you wear an eye patch. You got to have one arm or
something, or at least you know.
Somebody's got to hit you in the finger with a hammer or
Don't give
something.
me full throttle or something. But yesterday they put me on the back of the grid, so that was fun. But just to be here for this is a fabulous week. Not just today or this weekend, but this week has really gone back a week, and they had the prehistoric races a week ago, and it's just, I mean, if you love
dinosaurs.
if you love cars,
Yeah.
I don't know, this is where you ought to be.
Yeah, no question about it.
I mean, I did one of those stupid celebrity races, and I was right behind Dan Gurney. I said, well, I'm just going to do everything Dan Gurney does. So we go in the first corner, he brakes, I brake, and then about a lap later, where'd he go? And then I see him honking the horn behind me, and this is so humiliating. I got beaten by Helen Hayes in that race. Horrible.
Where was it? With a Toyota celebrity type
Yeah,
race?
one of those stupid Toyota celebrity things. But race car driving's like sex. All men think they're good at it, and they're not.
But you know what I love about it also is not just the cars, but here's George Barris. I can't tell you how many AMT models I made in the 60s, you know, in 61, 2, 3. There were George Barris, you know, customized Pontiac, you name it.
And how many of them how many did you put an M80 in and then roll down the hill? Exactly.
I'm glad he did that because I made a nickel on every one.
Every time he had.
Well, I'm not sure you got rich off of me, but multiply me by about 8 million kids, and you probably did well.
But I heard a rumor you're going to be driving an M3 or an M class.
No, we have we're going to run the BMW program in the M3s next year in the American Le Mans Series. So that's exciting for us, and you know, BMW is such a great manufacturer, and to be in racing with them is a real privilege for us as a team. And you know, we'll start at Sebring, I would say, right now in this next year, and we'll be back here at Laguna Seca for the finale about a year from now. So
very good.
So we're anxious for that and looking forward to it.
Well, so now, Jay, I saw Big Dog Garage Race Team.
Oh, that's Bernard Jukley. That's our foreman. That's my chief mechanic, and we kind of help him out a little bit when we
That's
can.
cool.
So
Bernard's
he's out
great.
there racing his stuff.
Has he done anything?
Yeah, he's won quite a few races actually. He does pretty
great?
good. Yeah,
He's a real car guy.
But amidst all these world-class cars, the people's choice by far today is Jay's ride. I mean, every time he
don't know,
takes on
maybe.
the premises,
There's a lot of pretty neat stuff out there.
It's talk about your monster vehicle that shakes the earth when you
It's
when
got
you
an
drive on the
M47
premises.
patent tank engine in it. It weighs 5 tons. It's 10,000
What's it get
pounds.
miles per gallon?
Well, it's a hybrid actually. It runs on gas, and
Biodiesel or
then when you put your foot down, it uses even more gas. so it's sort of a double gas. It's gas and then double gas. So yeah.
You know, and the funny thing is when you bought that car, everybody thought, what, is he crazy? And now here it's on Pebble Beach, right?
Well, no, what it is we changed the transmission. It wasn't a street car when we got it. Put brakes in it, had to straighten the chassis a bit, change the engine, change the transmission, different rear end.
Change the car.
Yeah, basically, but
Yeah.
it runs pretty good.
But it was a cool thought, right?
Yeah, it weighs 5 tons, and it's 1,600
5
horsepower.
tons.
You drive it down the
10,000
highway.
pounds.
I mean,
Not a lot of carbon fiber on there.
No.
You drive this thing down the
Oh
freeway.
yeah, I got about 2,000 miles on it. It runs nicely.
Wow. Where did your love affair come from for cars, Barry? Jay?
Well, when I was a kid, anything that rolled and exploded and made noise, I always liked. I mean, I had a go-kart. My dad helped me with that. But my dad grew up in an era when everything was standard shift transmissions, you know. So when the automatics came out in the 50s, he would say, "What do you want to it shifts automatically. What are you doing with it?" You know. So he never quite understood why I wanted a stick shift, because to him he was a poor kid and just having a car, and then stick shift meant you were poorer than somebody who had an automatic.
That's
so
funny.
you know. So
That's
but
right.
when I made it big, I took him down and bought him a Cadillac. So he liked that. He got a kick out of it. He was Italian, so it had to be a white Cadillac with the red velour interior.
And George, how about you? Did your dad have an effect on you?
Well, not really. They were in the restaurant business, but I had a.
They weren't
I saw
cars when you know how old George is. There weren't cars when it. How did you like
Bicycle,
horses? How did you like horses and wagons, George?
I was
Did your
a
dad?
pedal pusher with the bicycle. That was it.
That's right.
I had to finally put a motor in it because I got tired of my legs moving fast and forth.
Exactly.